Hello and welcome from Budapest. This is Hungary Reports from Public Media M1, bringing you the latest news from Hungary and the Carpathian Basin in English. I'm Arpad Szőci. Thanks for tuning in. European Union member states that are not willing to accept migrants will have to pay extra. That's what the president of Hungary's Momentum Party told journalists on Monday. András Fekete-Győr also said that Brussels will also recommend the measure.
Quota trade, that is how the opposition party Momentum calls the proposal which was discussed by András Fekete-Győr to journalists on Monday. The proposal would see countries pay extra sums of money for not accepting migrants arriving to the European Union. A member state should have the right and opportunity to supplant these migrants and pay those countries extra money who instead of them will receive and try to integrate those migrants. The president of Momentum explained.
DK's Peter Niedermüller thinks that many have already brought up this idea before in Brussels, but it hasn't yet been realized because the Hungarian government wants nothing else than to keep migrants out of the country. It is not a solution that we refuse to seek common solutions. I don't think it is a European solution, the DK politician said. According to news reports, many politicians who are planning to run in the upcoming local municipal elections think similarly. Hungarian news portal Híradó wrote that opposition left-wing parties have nominated candidates for October 13th who have supported the quota system and didn't find the 2015 migrant influx an issue at all. For example, the Socialist Party's László Botka in Szeged, who during a 2015 city council meeting as mayor of the city voiced the same opinion about migration. The pro-migration European Socialists want to build its network at all levels in the member states and in local governments to position politicians willing to distribute and resettle migrants, said the spokesperson for Fidesz. János Halász pointed out the Hungarian opposition is full of pro-migration mayors.
The International Investment Bank, originally based in Moscow, has now moved its headquarters to Budapest. Many Eastern and Central European nations are members of the bank, as are Vietnam, Mongolia and Cuba. The IIB says it made the jump to the Hungarian capital to get closer to Europe. The move is also not to everyone's liking. However, the Hungarian economy minister says it will strengthen the region and provide more opportunities, especially for Hungary.
This is a significant step forward and recognition for Hungarian economic policy, and not just for Hungarian, but also for Central and Eastern Europe's. The Minister of Finance said this at the Financial Institutions Forum, that the International Investment Bank's presence in Budapest continues to strengthen the region and with that opportunities for the Hungarian economy. For example, it can help more domestic small and medium-sized businesses reach foreign markets with their products or services. Currently, the financial institution is owned by 9 countries, 5 of which happen to be member states of the European Union. The largest stockholder after Russia is Hungary. Mihály Varga said the region's companies can benefit greatly from the bank's operation. The development path jointly agreed on by the member states and the bank's management is beneficial to companies belonging to the region and participating states. Favorable because it facilitates access to international markets, favorable because it enables them to join international developments, and favorable because they are able to get investments that improve their competitiveness, Mihály Varga explained. In the past 3 years, the International Investment Bank has provided the Hungarian economy with around 100 million euros worth of loans. The bank's main investment targets are infrastructure, energy and food industries, as well as agriculture.
And Hungary's Foreign Affairs and Trade Minister said that Hungary is among the winners of the world's new economic order. Péter Szijjártó made his remarks at the opening of a factory in Mako that will manufacture furniture for hospitals, schools and the military. The entire setup cost 9 million euros. And in Szeged, he was at the service center of British Petroleum, where he said Hungary's economy has recently gone through a quantum change.
Over the past few years, Hungary was able to break records in investments and exports, whose results obviously put it among the winners of the new global economic era. And despite turbulent conditions, Hungary is today the fastest growing economy in the EU. We've reduced unemployment from 12.5% to 3.3%, and meanwhile we've become competitive on the world stage, considering the population of Hungary is the 92nd largest in the world, however keeping in mind that its exports are the 34th largest.
More than 4,000 homeless people in Hungary have been reintegrated into the labor force thanks to a government work program. The Ministry of Interior also spent about 21 million euros providing health care, education, training and other assistance to the homeless over the past 5 years. The Minister of State for Social Affairs of the Ministry of Human Resources said that next year's budget will also provide funds for programs to help reintegrate the homeless into society, just like it had before.
The Hungarian government spent almost 21 million euros on it, and its purpose was precisely to prevent someone from being stuck in a way of life that is homelessness, but rather to get back into society, find work, find a way to make a living if possible. A good example of this is the capital.
Starting on Monday, students being trained to be school teachers and special education instructors can apply for scholarships at the Kleebelsberg Center. The bursaries are each worth more than 1,100 euros per semester, but students must then agree to start working shortly after graduation. The goal is to make it easy for them to get into the workforce, as well as help out with a teacher shortage.
Students specializing in pedagogy are at a psychology lecture at the University of Kaposvár. Zsófia Fülöp is a first-year student. She says she chose this as a major because she loves children very much and is expecting to easily find a job with this qualification. The university student is planning on applying for the Kleebelsberg Center's support. Support comes in handy when you're at university, as it can take quite a bit of burden off parents' shoulders, the student explained. Students receive up to 1,124 euros in grants per semester, provided they agree to take on a teaching position in a school district centre offered by the Kleebelsberg Centre within 6 months after graduation. The Kleebelsberg Training Scholarship was named a success story by the Parliamentary State Secretary of the Ministry of Innovation and Technology. According to Tamás Sanda, the training of dedicated and up-to-date professionals is particularly important when it comes to educators, as the country entrusts them with educating growing generations. The essence of this scholarship is that young people who opt for a teaching career will receive additional financial support and a full scholarship. On the one hand, this helps the students to get deeper into their curriculum during their education, and on the other hand, it also provides these young people with a relaxed, predictable start to their lives, the State Secretary said. According to plans from 2020, teachers will also be able to apply for the Kleebelsberg grant.
Cave explorers are welcome at the Anna Cave in Miskolc, in a part of town on the outskirts known as Lillafüred. The scenic location around the cave makes it a pleasant jaunt. It's also one of the few sinter caves in the world, which is where calcareous deposits have been produced from mineral springs. Be advised to wear warm clothing no matter what the weather is outside. A cult musical film will make it onto the stage of the Modács Theatre in Budapest, where, starting Friday, you can enjoy the show called Once in Hungarian. It's based on the movie of the same name by John Carney, about a Dublin busker who tries to win back his girlfriend. This mega production has taken 1.5 years to get ready for the stage here. Looks like fun. But that's all for now, and we'll be back the next night live right after the news in Hungarian at 11 p.m. local time. You can also catch us in repeats and online. Please stay tuned now, if you can, for our new shows in German, Russian, and Chinese. Thanks very much for watching, and minden jót!